Hey there everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video. We're about to dive into a whole new Minecraft world, just by downloading a recently released mod called Livestock Overhaul. This is a DragN mod, and we all know DragN drops amazing mods, so I will leave all info on how to download it in the description, plus the wiki that will include her Discord that allows you to check up on updates. If you're ever confused about something I say in the video or you want specifics, the wiki does have a lot of information and I am sure DragN will be updating it as the mod continues. Before we explore the animals and features, let's figure out what this mod is about. Livestock Overhaul is a survival-friendly mod that converts vanilla farm animals into more complex models and textures, along with a wide array of new features for them. If I could compare this mod to any pre-existing mods, it'd be a good mixture of genetic animals uniting with SWEM. DragN did an amazing job at taking the nostalgic and vanilla style of Minecraft and making similar models. Lightly realistic, yet it keeps the whole vibe of OG Minecraft. The current animals include horses and unicorns, donkeys, mules, cows, pigs and chickens, sheep, rabbits, llamas, camels, cod, salmon, and bees. These mobs replace the vanilla mobs, meaning you can't have a normal Minecraft horse alongside a Livestock Overhaul horse, though you can have other animals alongside these and they are compatible with SWEM horses. You will know more about each mob with every section of the video. Due to these types of videos being thick, I have put together chapters which you can go to in order to skip ahead or backtrack. I will be making more videos about this mod because there are so many features that are yet to be added or that aren't going to be fully explored in this video, and I would love to make more videos featuring those. Let's get right into it. A little note that this is still in the works and the developer is adding things super often, so please be kind in the comments. Thanks. Before we get into the actual showing off of the creatures, I wanted to take a moment to speak about genetics and genders. One big thing about the equines and cattle in mods is that players love genetics, getting new coats, finding new patterns and features, and this mod has a basic but present version of this, or as the dev said, vanilla breeding. According to Reddit, this is mom-dad genetics, meaning a copy and paste of one or other parent with a possibility of small marking differences. Better than most, I will say, and not randomized. Genetics work for all mobs in this mod except for bees and fish. As for genders, all animals have similar yet different ways to check gender. Tameable animals like the horses, mules, donkeys, and camels have a small GUI showing in the corner after taming. As for the other animals, we'll learn how to differentiate gender for each animal in their video section. You could also make the gender test strip, which is easy to craft and shows you the gender of animals that do not have a gender indicator, like rabbits and llamas. Let's get into exploring the creatures. Livestock Overhaul horses, or O-horses, are naturally spawning entities and replace the vanilla Minecraft horse model, so you can find these the same way you'd find a normal horse. If you'd like a comparison, then here is a quick side-by-side to show that the O-horses are very different from the regular Minecraft horse. They also have the potential to run faster, depending on if you find yourself a swift one. Other than the stock horse, which is the main horse that spawns naturally, the horses come in 4 different breeds, which is draft, warm blood, pony, and racer or the thoroughbred. Like genetic horses, this mod offers many variants of coats and appearances. How many, you may ask? 900. Thank you, DragN. The stock horses spawn naturally in the world and can be bred for a 1 in 5 chance of getting a random breed. The foals are the cutest things, and I showed this mod to Rattle and she thought the same as me.
Give us child. Whoop. He got a donkey core!
A lot of times in regular Minecraft, horses are used for transportation and that's it, but the Overhaul offers many uses. Before riding, these animals are able to drop meat. So if you're in the wild and can't find food, there is a last resort. Steak is steak, am I right? You can tame the horses like you usually would, by hopping on them until hearts appear. Once the horse is tamed, you can place a saddle, armor, and carpet, and even a chest on it for storage. At the top right of the GUI menu, you will see either pink or blue. Blue is a stallion, and pink is mare. This is the only way to indicate gender on the horses. They do not have external parts. When you dismount the horse, you will notice that one rein goes to the ground. That is because O-horses naturally stay where they were left, and the rein ties to the ground, meaning you don't have to tie them up when adventuring further without a horse. On top of the many patterns and variants, there are also 3 types of unicorn: overworld, nether, and end. These are very expensive and difficult to make, but possible. For each one is a spawn pendant, all with a different recipe. This acts as a spawn egg. Make sure to keep these guys safe because they are valuable. I am unsure on breeding. I was able to breed them with donkeys and horses, but not other unicorns. But I do believe it's being worked on. Equines and camels can go up a gate by pressing Ctrl, and gate down by pressing Alt. So the donkeys, mules, horses, and camels will go in a walk, canter, and gallop. 3 gates for you to use. DragN's suggested this mod to me. It's called third-person camera, and I will say that this made the riding experience much better. When on horses, you can make it bow by pressing B and pee off by pressing P. The bow will run its animation, but the pee off animation will keep going until you move the animal or dismount. A little warning, keybinds may make you unable to do this. You can edit keybinds through the control settings. Your purposes with the horse thickens, as Livestock Overhaul values the use of horses with cattle. Cows, which we will explore later in the video, will naturally run from horses and herd together. So yes, we now have the ability to herd cattle. And DragN also made this feature compatible for swim horses. You can drive up to 8 cattle, and this is an amazing feature for that realistic ranching life, but made pixelated. Speaking of the pixelated life, I want to take a moment to mention BisectHosting. This is the hosting service I personally use for my Minecraft content, and they have a larger array of games available on their website. From budget to professional, their services and ranges of customer service outdo most I've worked with. Go check them out, and if you'd like 25% off your first month, use code JustPeachy at checkout. Thanks BisectHosting for partnering with me, and thank you to my audience for trusting me with your hosting choices. One note a lot of players expressed with equine strict mods is that the mules and donkeys were left untouched model-wise. This mod added some love to both, giving us a mule model and a donkey model. The donkey model is short and stout, and like the vanilla counterpart, it can be bred with any horse to produce a mule, or another donkey to produce a donkey. Stonks. Regular Minecraft donkeys and mules come in one color, and it becomes boring, but the Livestock Overhaul offers as many patterns as the horses. A genetic gamer's dream. However, wild donkeys spawn naturally plain. To get a pattern donkey, you'll have to breed it over a few generations. Baby mules can take on pattern from the horse parent or the donkey parent. Like the horses, you can place saddles, carpets, armor, and chests on your donkey and mules. They become as useful as the horses, though cattle driving currently does not work for the mules and donkeys. Possibly a future feature. As mentioned before with the horses, you can make these guys bow by pressing B and pee off by pressing P. Cows, or cows, are beautiful creatures that replace vanilla cows. Like regular cows, these oversized dogs can be used for meat and milk. The milk is considering that it's a heifer or a female. Cows drop lots of meat, leather, and bones, and the milk can additionally be used to make cheese. They also come in over 400 different variations, with horns included. As explained in the horse section, cows will naturally flee from horses and will naturally herd when around other cows. When herding, they can be driven in up to 8 cattle. The cow's gender depends if it has udders or not. If a cow has udders, regardless of horns, it is a female. If it doesn't, it's a male. Cows are bred as normal with wheat and will produce a byproduct of both parents with genetics included. My favorites are the floofy cows. I love floofy cows IRL, and if I didn't live in the literal hell heat portion of the US, I would own one by now. Adding in here really quick that Mooshrooms do exist. These guys spawn naturally on the Mushroom Island, and there is no shear option available, at least that I've tried. The dev, DragN, explains her future for another mob that is similar. I'd like to add different moo blooms, so different flower types, perhaps even a glowberry/lush cave one. Make them drop some different things. The idea of moo blooms being different variants sounds so cool because when I think of bloom, I think of multiple things. I think of plants in general, not just flowers. The sheep are the cutest and look more like sheep than the actual Minecraft sheep. I am baffled, impressed, amazed, in love, screaming, crying. Sheep drop wool, meat, and bones. They can also be sheared, and I don't know if you guys have ever sheared normal Minecraft sheep, but their wool does not grow back this quick because why did I shear the sheep, turn around, and its wool had already regrown? I'm not sure if this is a bug or if it's intentional, but if you guys get Livestock Overhaul sheep, then trust me, you will not be at a loss for any wool. You can take a bucket and milk a female sheep to get sheep milk, and you can use this to make plenty of recipes, including sheep cheese. Male sheep have long or curly horns. Female sheep will have short horns, or no horns at all. Also, female sheep can be milked. Good luck testing that. I recommend naming them with color codes on your name tag. Pink for females, blue for males. You may be saying, Peachy, just name them feminine or masculine names. If you saw a sheep named Air Fryer, and yes, I have one named that, would you think female or male? That's right. Name tags are useful. Next up, wabbits. These cute mobs hop around and they come in different colors. I can't imagine killing these beautiful creatures, but if you do, you'll get hide and meat. To gender check, the developer suggests gender strips, which I explained earlier. If it turns pink, then it's a female. Blue, then male. They can be bred with veggies to have different patterns. rabbits won't follow you as if they were domesticated, but you can make them stay by right-clicking. You know when you open up the fence gate and you're fighting for your life to keep animals from escaping? No more with the rabbits. They're so cool for that. Also, I feel like this is an appropriate time to confess this, but every time an animal escaped in my survival worlds, I just murdered them because I was too lazy to bring them back to the pens. I'm a terrible person. Next up are the buck-bucks. Oat chickens come in many different types, and these are useful for their meat, feathers, bones, and eggs. Though, eggs drop without having to swing a sword. Roosters, or male chickens, have large tails. Hens, or female chickens, have no big tail. Chickens can be bred using seeds. After the rooster goes to the hen, then the hen will start popping out fertilized eggs. I've gotten random amounts each time, but these fertilized eggs can be placed down as chicks. When chicks are hatched, they will have yellow feathers, but once they grow up, they will have their adult feathers. So don't be too alarmed if all of your chicks have the same color feathers. If you collect eggs, then they can be used to make an egg salad. Similar to the Genetic Animals mod, I would love to see these guys make nests sometime or only lay eggs and nests in the future. I hate collecting eggs because they're all over the place in the pen. That or they get sent to the 1x1 block hopper jail. Sorry, chickens. Next up is the oink oinks. O-pigs and vanilla pigs have a lot in common, though they come in more variants and also drop a lot of meat. Male pigs have tusks, female pigs do not. They can be bred with carrots as usual, and look at the piglets! So small, so cute, but please keep your pixel pigs away from Rattle.
Oh, it's a piggy! It's a little baby piggy! I'm gonna eat you!
Next up is one of my favorite additions, the Llama. Look at this handsome thing! I don't know, llamas embody that one song. I think it's by Marvin Gaye. It's like the one that's like, bow, 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 wow, wow. I've been really trying, baby. I think I kind of hit that. Similar to their vanilla counterpart, they can have carpets and chests placed on them to carry your items. Currently, they cannot caravan, but DragN is working on it. Like rabbits, llamas have no gender indicator. I suggest using the gender test strips and using name tags to identify the llama in the future. Unless you like crafting lots of gender test strips. Yay, paper! Deforestation! Sorry. The O-Ox, or Oxen, is a mob that DragN made for this mod. I've seen suggestions all over Reddit for this mob, so I'm excited to finally see it in game with this mod. Oxen are large, stout cattle that can carry saddlebags and be saddled, but they're pretty slow and can't be armored or carpeted. Unlike most of the other animals, oxen cannot be found in the vanilla world. There is a 1 in 5 chance when you breed 2 parent cows to get an ox, so if you'd like more oxen, you must work hard. You'll just hold the wheat. I'm uneducated on cow facts. Can there be such a thing as a female ox? I'm confused. Normal Minecraft camels scare me, and I don't know how to explain it, but these guys look so friendly. camels are for 1.20.1 plus versions only, so you cannot access these for 1.18.2. At this point, a lot of mods have better features for newer versions because older ones are harder to upkeep. Camels are more useful than horses in desert biomes, as they go quicker than them on sand. They can be saddled, and you can give them water by right-clicking them with a bucket every 5 minutes. To complement their sand-savvy skills, they are also immune to cactus damage. If you're not a huge fan of keeping camels, but would like loot, then you can get meat, leather, and bones from them. Camels come in many different patterns and colors, and you can tell their gender by their GUI menu after taming, similar to horses. Blue in the corner is male, pink is female. You can breed 2 by giving them both cactus, and a baby will be born. Look how cute! Similar to the equines, camels will stay put with the reins, and they stay laying down when saddled and idle. I may or may not become a Minecraft camel YouTuber. Please respect my choices, because I'm slightly obsessed. The one thing that throws me off is the riding POV because the hump is right in view. Like, yes, scenery, then camel hump. Realistic, but new. I love the Minecraft bees, but this modded version is much more realistic and it looks cute. Now, what special things does this mob do? Look cute, like I said. Back to being serious, these bees have no major changes except for their model and size. I took this photo earlier, and if you see the dark speck in the sky, that is a bee. Tiny, tiny, and still a lover of flowers. Bees do not have genders in this mod. The two fish that are in this mod are cod and salmon. They will drop bone meal, fish oil, and sometimes roe. Fish oil can be used for slight regeneration. Don't rely on it, but a little nibble for half of a heart doesn't ever hurt someone. I'm not a big fish enthusiast, like IRL I don't ever go fishing, but I do love the models, and they add some more realism to the mob. What is a good mod without a hostile mob included? Every night an untamed horse has a 2% chance of changing into the Headless Horseman. I know 2% doesn't seem like a lot, but it's above 1%, so it's somewhere. This mob will beat you up, so be careful. I am unsure on drops, I've never got any, but maybe in the future we can get a rare item with how uncommon this mob is. I don't know if y'all remember Simply Horses, but I have always wanted a wagon like that mod had. Sadly, it is outdated, but I was very excited to see the covered wagon. Right now, it's not usable, but it looks cool. I am excited to see future updates, and from the anatomy of it, you can already see that it's ready for a horse to be attached. If I might suggest something, a 2-horse wagon, I'd love you forever, Dragon. Really quickly before I end the video, I wanted to mention that the barn I used in today's video is called Clover Creek. It is available for free on my Ko-Fi. You don't have to pay anything and you can play it immediately, and it is a horse/animal based world. I'm going to have so much fun making videos on this, so I hope you all stick around to see. A big thank you to DragN for her efforts with this free mod. All resources will be in the description. Stay healthy, safe, and hydrated, and I'll miss you. We go together now, give me a kiss.